Vanda Fairchild, a staff nurse from Tulse Hill. Jane Morris, a judo player from Swanley. Weininger Irwin, a videotape editor from London. And Kym Dalton, a photographer from Croydon, are tonight's finalists facing the ultimate challenge, the might of the Gladiators. Jet. Warrior. Lightning. Shadow. Cobra. Panther. Wolf. Flame. Hawk. Phoenix. Saracen. And Scorpio. Coming to you from the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, here are the presenters of Gladiators, John Fashnu and Ulrika Johnson.
Hello and welcome to a very, very special night for British television, the 1992 Grand Final of Gladiators. For the past 8 weeks, 12 women and 12 men from all walks of life and from all over the country have taken on the challenge of the Gladiators.
With sheer strength, determination and skill and a lot of willpower, 2 men and 2 women have battled their way through to our final.
And by the end of tonight's show, our finalists will be sharing £14,000 in prize money. Our runners-up will each get £2,000, but our champions, well, they'll be sharing £10,000.
And that's not all, because tomorrow our men's champions and our women's champions will be jetting off to the United States by kind invitation of the Samuel Goldwyn Company in Hollywood, where they'll be competing in an international contest against the legendary American Gladiators.
And our very first finalist tonight is Vanda Fairchild. Hello and welcome, Vanda.
Good evening, everybody.
Now, Vanda, you're a senior staff nurse at St Mary's Hospital in Paddington in London. Now, when you first took part in the very first heat of Gladiators, did you ever visualise standing here tonight, taking part in the grand final?
Well, I was going to give it all that I'd got, but I must admit I didn't anticipate being here in front of all these people tonight.
Well, you've done very well. I've seen you work very, very hard, in fact, throughout our heats. Now, tell me, what would it mean to you personally if you won the Female Gladiators Championship?
Well, I can honestly say it would be incredible. After all, this is the ultimate challenge, and I'm going to do it!
Hey, that's the spirit! How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, as well as the title, you stand the chance of winning £5,000 as well. What would that mean? What would you do with the money?
Well, I'd like to think that I could take all my friends and family out for a huge meal, but I'm afraid I'd probably end up supplementing my salary as a nurse and spending it on myself, to be honest.
That's terrific. Listen, without further ado, I'll let you get off to your Atlasphere. The very best of luck to Vanda Fairchild.
And the second in our female contest is Jane Morris. What an atmosphere. Jane, now you must be used to this, having won a gold medal in the Commonwealth Games in 1990. What's it like?
It's a lot more exciting. The atmosphere's more friendly, and anything I'd achieve here is a bonus, really.
And who have you got supporting you tonight?
The whole of my family, my mum, my dad, her friends.
Give them a wave, give them a wave.
My judo instructor, basically everybody my mum could find.
And what are you going to do if you win the £5,000?
I'm not really sure. The sensible thing to do is to put it in a bank and save it, but who knows if I get it in my hands what I'll do with it.
Well, we wish you all the best. Jane Morris!
So, as our contenders get into their Atlaspheres, let's hand over to our commentator, John Sachs, for a look at the statistics.
Thanks, Ulrika. And this is the way the ladies shape up. Vanda, the driving force in that red Atlasphere. great competitor, third dan in Aikido Karate, the youngest woman ever to get it, in peak physical condition. Climbing aboard our yellow Atlasphere, Jane, another exponent of the martial arts, Commonwealth gold medalist in Judo, and her 11 stone 7 pounds, an excellent sense of balance, will make this a strong event for her. And in our heavy metal clash, they'll be banging up against Lightning and Panther. And as you can see, Panther wearing those special gloves which protect gladiators and contenders' hands from the metal grating inside the Atlaspheres. G-Force are Gladiator cheerleaders orchestrating this capacity crowd who are in fine voice. It's time to put up or shut up as we go to battle stations. We're ready to rock and roll in our first event, Atlaspheres.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
60 seconds of rocks and shocks. Look at the speed of Lightning going like grease lightning. Coming up for Jane, catches a mighty deflection on Vanda's red Atlasphere. What a cosmic collision. Our contenders are in for a long ordeal. They'll have to pace themselves over 7 events. Jane making a move on pod 4. Oh, it's wobbling about every which way but in. She's given up on that one. Makes a move on 3. See if she can get it in. Oh, no, not again. Can't quite maneuver her Atlasphere over the middle of the sensor, triggering the scoring mechanism. She's coming back on 4. This time, she does it! Jane scores 3 points. Here comes Vanda, up on the same pod, and she's got it! We're all tied, 3 points each. Not much time left on the clock now. Jane misses on 1. Vanda copying her, coming up on 1. She's missed as well. Gladiator collision there. Oh, we're right out of time. Good game. In the replay, let's see if we can see that amazing flying start that Lightning got as she rolled head-on for Jane in the yellow Atlasphere, catches a mighty wallop from Vanda coming in on the blind side. Look at that. In Atlaspheres, you can throw away your highway code.
Is it pretty tough in here being chased by one of the gladiators?
Pretty hot in here. It's like being in a tumble dryer.
Well, wish you all the best. We've got plenty more events to go. Jane!
Talking of tumble dryers, how about this for a display of tumbling from Lightning in her own right, a 23 gold medal gymnast? Where does she get the energy after that grueling event? So both girls off the mark after one event in this final. It's all square, 3 points each.
Let's welcome our first male finalist. He is Weininger Irwin. Great entrance there, Weininger. Welcome.
How are you?
You've changed your hairstyle. It's fabulous.
Thank you very much.
First of all, oh, hey, twirl. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Remind us again about your bizarre name.
Okay, at the time of my birth, my father was reading a book by a German author. His last name happened to be Weininger. He enjoyed the book so much that he gave me it as a Christian name, hence Weininger Irwin.
Well, that's terrific. Well, tonight it's really serious stuff. Of course, at stake we have the men's title. So what would it mean to you if you won?
I would compare my feeling to one of the athletes that have just received the gold medal. I would feel it in that manner.
Well, you might not win a gold medal, but you stand the potential of winning £5,000. What would you do with the money?
Well, basically, I would invest it into future endeavors in video editing and so forth. And one day, I will be the best video editor in London.
That is terrific. Isn't that terrific? Very confident indeed, but also very, very sensible. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you the very, very best of luck. Off to your Atlasphere, Weininger Irwin.
And our second male contender tonight is Kym Dalton. Good to see you, Kym. Well, earlier before the semi-finals, Kym, I think we all had a good laugh when you were telling us about the Chippendales and more things about what you used to do. How does this feel tonight? I mean, I know you had the same sort of crowds at the Chippendales. How does it feel?
It feels great, but only tonight I keep my clothes on.
I mean, Kym, did you ever believe that you'd actually be here in our finals of Gladiators?
Yes, I did. I worked very hard for it. I trained very hard for it. And it's just, you know, I think that we've all the competitors, all the way through, worked very hard. And I'm just glad to be here in the final.
And what event are you a little bit worried about?
The event I think we're all very worried about is the duel up against Shadow. But apart from that, I'm fairly confident.
We wish you all the best, Kym. Off to your Atlasphere. Kym Dalton!
And as Weininger gets into that full metal jacket of the red Atlasphere, he told me earlier on he doesn't use weights to build up his strength. His body is his gymnasium. And looking at those stats, that's some gymnasium. As Kym loads into the yellow Atlasphere, I can tell you he's an ex-karate instructor. He's trying to make his own fitness video. His ambition is to be a gladiator. And looking at his stats, he'll need to put on some body weight to fulfill that dream. Our gladiators are primed and ready to roll. They'll be trying to shut down our contenders. So it'll be Hawk, a former Mr. Wales bodybuilder, and Shadow, who thrives in battle, always looks to dominate. He looks pumped up, ready to drill contenders. Those Atlaspheres are 7 feet in diameter. It takes a lot of strength to get them rolling. Now John Anderson is ready to get things rolling here.
Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
It's crunch time in Atlaspheres. 60 seconds of rocks and shocks. Contenders trying to score as many times as they can. Look at Shadow go. Oh, what a collision! A real tank buster. Hawk swoops in. A little shaken, but not stirred there. Look at Weininger. Look, he's throwing it into reverse. A little spin and showing great agility as he accelerates over pod 1 and picks up the first goal. 3 points. Meanwhile, Shadow keeping Kym out of pod 4. Oh, Weininger motoring towards 4. It's a miss. Kym makes a move on 1. He gets it. Clean over the middle, that's 3 points. Remember, contenders must roll over the middle of those pods to trigger the sensors. Weininger on 3, he gets it. It's a good roll. Misses on 2. Shadow forcing Kym out of pod 3. Oh, we're out of time. What an exciting game that was. And if we look in the replay, we can check what a great defensive move we get from Shadow there. Body checking Kym right out of the ballpark as he makes a move on pod 3.
There's one thing that I would like to say. The crowds out there, you're really fueling me to go on, and I appreciate that. Thanks.
Well, the crowd might be fueling Weininger, but they're also right behind our gladiators. Look at that support for Hawk and Shadow. Comrades in arms. Weininger's 2 goals gives him 6 points, and Kym has scored 3.
Our next event is this, the wall. Our finalists face a dramatic 36-foot climb under tremendous pressure right to the very top, which is where John is.
That extra pressure being a time limit of 60 seconds. Plus, they know that a gladiator's going to be following them. After 15 seconds for the women and 10 seconds for the men, with only one thing in mind: to pull, push, prise them off the wall. If they fall off the wall, well, that's a disaster because they score no points. If they manage to make it to the top here, they score a very, very valuable 10 points. If after 60 seconds they're still hanging on the wall by one hand, their teeth, whatever, they still get 5 points.
Jane Morris concentrating on every inch of the 36-foot wall in front of her, knowing that coming up behind her will be Phoenix, who's concentrating on showing us her physique. Vanda Fairchild needs to take full advantage of that 15-second head start she'll have over Scorpio. Scorpio's catch record almost 100% in this event.
Contenders, you will start on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Well, both ladies say this is their least favourite event. In their semi-finals, neither Jane or Vanda scored any points, both being caught and pulled from the face of the wall. Both girls gliding steadily and comfortably, but that will all change as the second whistle means the gladiators are coming up. Phoenix is on Jane, Scorpio after Vanda, and look at them go. There's 10 points at stake if contenders get to the top 5 if they manage to hang on in there. And look, Scorpio has got it to grips with Vanda already. And what a tug of war. She's down. Once you're in Scorpio's clutches, there's no second chance. And Jane now fighting her way to the top, but Phoenix having none of it. She's got to grips. She's locked onto that right ankle. Phoenix trying everything she knows to pull Jane off, but Jane showing incredible strength and determination. Can she hold on to that whistle for 5 points? Time running out here. She's got to hang on. Phoenix tries. She's done it. 5 points. Well done. Let's have a look at the action. As we look now from Phoenix helmet camera, just look at the effort. Jane gritting her teeth, hanging on. Well done.
What was it like when you were waiting for the whistle to be blown?
I was just thinking, hurry up, please.
Well done, Jane. She's picked up 5.
So after that titanic struggle, here's how the scores in the women's final have shaken down after 2 events. Vanda still on 3. Jane hits the lead, clocking up 8. It's the men's wall next. Weininger Irwin looking to consolidate his 3-point lead, knowing he's only got 10 seconds before Cobra will be slithering after him. Kym needs plenty of get up and go if he's to evade the crowd-pleasing and highly confident Saracen.
Contenders will start on my first whistle. Gladiators will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1...
Kym says this is his favourite event, and Weininger's no wallflower. Both guys got to the top in their heats and their semis, but will they be able to hang on to those 100% records now that Cobra and Saracen are commencing their offensive? Look at those guys go. Cobra moving up on Weininger. Oh, he's lost his grip. Cobra's off the face of the wall, furious with himself for that unforced error. Saracen climbing strongly, but look at Kym. He's at the top, still finds time to get over. Hands down a victory wave to Saracen. 10 awesome points. Here comes Weininger. What a great shot. What a happy man. They make it look so easy.
Congratulations, Kym. That's 10 points you've just got there. Very valuable.
Yeah, thank you very much. The 3rd time Saracen's chased me. I thought on the 3rd time he had to get me, but I made it. Great, thanks.
Well done, Kym.
Saracen? There used to be only one Saracen. At the moment, there isn't a Saracen.
Oh, there's still one Saracen. I've got him on hang tough. I mean, he's pretty quick on the wall. I mean, he's made me look better than this wall throughout the series. He's going to suffer on hang tough tonight.
Is that a promise?
Listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd.
Saracen, a popular gladiator. And after 2 events, the scores in the men's final increase, but Weininger maintains his 3-point advantage. Weininger 16, Kym 13. Event 3 is Danger Zone. Contenders score 1 point for every weapon they fire at that target at the other end of the arena, or 10 points if they hit it. Scorpio's the sniper who'll be aiming to serve up a barrage of tennis balls from her platform, and the first girl in the firing line is Vanda.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1...
Vanda heads out into the danger zone. The first time she took a walk on the wild side, she was picked off after scoring 2 points, and in her semi-final 2 weeks ago, only managed to score 1. Those stations self-destruct after 10 seconds, but Vanda's made it safely to the bazooka. Oh, and a great shot there, only just off target. Moves across to the mortar. This is Scorpio's first time as a danger zone gladiator, finding it hard to zero in. Vanda showing great evasive agility there. It's onto the rocket launcher. Oh, another near miss. She makes a break for the tunnel. Scorpio raining shots down on her. She takes a hit. Oh, she was in the safety zone. She punches the target mechanism. That hangs Scorpio out to dry. Well, Vanda's claiming it. We'll have to look at that replay, and we can clearly see as she comes out the tunnel, she gets a hit on the shoulder, but she's in the safety zone. There's the hit. That's a foul shot. Vanda punches home. That's 10 points. Next into the DZ comes Jane.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1...
4 weapons to fire at the target, 60 seconds in which to do it in this game of hit or be hit. Jane hit the target in her heats, but only scored 1 in her semi last week, taking her time with that crossbow. Oh, the crossbow station explodes at the time limit expires. She scurries for the bazooka. Oh, John Anderson blows the whistle. Scorpio skybound, which means Jane must have scored a direct hit on the target with that crossbow shot. The question is, did she release the bolt before the station went into self-destruct mode? And look, we can clearly see Jane gets the shot off just a fraction of a second before the sparks fly, and there's the result, bullseye. Jane acknowledging the cheers of the crowd as she maintains that 5-point lead. Vanda 13, Jane 18. Well, now it's the men's turn to hit and be missed. First up, it's Weininger, who'll be facing the firepower and the tennis balls of the mighty Warrior. Warrior's leg in plaster after sustaining a serious knee injury a couple of weeks ago in Atlaspheres. The doctors said Warrior don't walk for 6 weeks, but he insisted, overruling our producer as well. It takes more than a dislocated kneecap to stop a gladiator. And the crowd right behind him.
3, 2, 1.
So Weininger runs into this shootout at the Gladiator Corral. In his heat, he scored a 10. In his semi, he picked up 2, so not a bad record for the videotape editor from London. Scores 1 by firing the crossbow. Onto the bazooka now, one of the more accurate weapons. Oh, and doesn't he take advantage? A direct hit, 10 points. If you're going to finish it quick, and that's just what Weininger did. Warrior with nothing better to do than just hang around. I bet he's glad to get the weight off that leg. And don't the Weininger supporters love it? 10 points for a job well done. Let's see how Kym fares.
Contender ready. Gladiator ready. 3, 2, 1.
Kym, a real Top Gun hotshot. 100% record in the last 2 outings in the danger zone. Gets the crossbow. Oh, straight through the middle. Remember, each firing station self-destructs in 10 seconds, whether you fire the weapon or not. That looked like a ricochet. Referee says play on. We'll watch the replay on that. Off with a bazooka. Close. Sparks fly on that station too. Kym's facing a volley of tennis balls at the hand of Warrior. He's onto the mortar now. Oh, Warrior rattles that windscreen with a shot. He's got him, a leg shot. Warrior fighting through the pain. Gets his reward, a direct hit, taking Kym out of the ballpark. Kym, a great character and a great sportsman. But look at this first shot. As the ball comes in, it ricochets and hits the leg. So that's why referee John said, play on. So after 3 events in this men's final, Weininger shoots into a 10-point lead. Weininger 26, Kym 16.
Still to come in this 1992 Grand Final, 3 more demanding and nail-biting events as our 4 finalists battle it out for that time advantage in our eliminator at the very end of the show. So join us after the break as Weininger, Kym, Vanda and Jane continue their campaign against the ultimate challenge of the Gladiators! Grand Final of Gladiators here at the National Indoor Arena.
Our next event is swing shot. Jane and Vanda are harnessed up to a shot cords, waiting to face the might of the Gladiators. Phoenix! And Flame! So over to John Sachs.
Thanks, John. In swing shot, it's a case of she who dares swings. Remember, only 1 ball per swing. Yellow worth 1, 2 for blue, and for the high flyers, red means 3.
Contenders ready. Gladiators ready. 3, 2, 1.
Swing out, sisters. It's swing shot. Oh, and in that first pile-up, Vanda grabs a yellow. Jane in the altercation picks up a blue. And into the baskets they go. Remember, contenders have to get back up those 15-foot towers and deposit their winnings safely in their swing shot baskets. Another blue there for Jane, scoring high. Up she goes. She's going for all the blues. Vanda puts the yellow in. Jane picks up that blue for another 2 points. Good scoring there. And a miss there for Vanda. Gets to the top and ready to come down again. Up she goes. She's got a hand on that yellow. And back she goes. Jane's got another blue. Nothing else will do. Oh, and another blue. She's stripped the cylinder bare. She's got 10 points so far. Great technique. A good block there from Flame. Well, they certainly got into the swing of things. Balls in the baskets mean Vanda notched up 3 points and Jane 10. And in the replay, Jane's body weight and timing give her tremendous power in her jumps. Look how she soars above the others. After 4 events, Vanda's on 16, Jane 28. Next up, it's the men who'll swing their thing. Weininger up against his old Atlaspheres the Wolf. And the message is in the music. As we've seen before, Wolf likes to call the tune and get a load of that chorus of support. They call him Wolf because you should see how he eats his dinner. Hawk's perched on high, and don't the crowd just love it when he spreads those wings? Look at the size of those biceps.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1!
It's swing time. Down they come and up they go. Each contender and gladiator shock cord specially adjusted to their individual body weight to get the perfect lift. And Weininger gets his blue in there for 2. And up he goes for some more. Back to the candy store. Okay, Kym's got yellow. 1 in. Weininger loads up with another yellow. In it goes, scoring well. Down for some more. Up he goes. Grabs a yellow. That was close. Into the basket. He's got the hang of this swing thing, but look at Kym there, struggling to get it back up the tower. Nice block there from the Hawk. Oh! Dropped the blue. That won't do. Kym making hard work of this. Weininger up he goes! And it looks like he got a yellow there. No, he didn't. Some good body checking from our gladiators here. Kym comes down. Oh, blocked again, and yellow comes off. Weininger got a piece of that yellow. Kym will be unhappy with his performance there, having real problems climbing up the tower. And that traffic certainly looked pretty busy, judging the view from Hawk's helmet camera as we swing with the Hawk towards the cylinder, and look how high he gets. And if we take it from another angle, from our floor camera, you'll be able to see just how this event is no walk in the park. Just look at the body slam. After 4 events, Weininger 30, Kym 17.
Whoa. Wolf, I want to have a few words with you. No one's been able to interview you throughout the whole event. Can we have a few words with you?
But getting an interview with Wolf is as easy as getting one with Madonna. Brave try, John. But Wolf has slipped his leash. He's out of control. Where's his trainer? Oh, the crowd loved that wild thing. He seems to be on the scent of someone in the audience. He's calling out Lionel. It's Lionel Blair. Even Lionel Blair doesn't deserve this treatment. Oh, I don't know, though. Event 5 is Hang Tough. Jet, a former national gymnast squad member. There's the famous jet roll coming. That went down well with the fans in the audience. Facing Jet will be Vanda, who is yet to score in this event. And for the fans at home, Jet stats are 38, 25, 35. She stands a graceful 5'7".
Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1!
Hang Tough, our 60-second high-speed chase ring to ring, requiring arm power, upper body strength, proving to be the least favourite with the ladies. If Vanda makes a tentative start, she'll need to concentrate and make her move at just the right time. Remember, 10 points if she makes it to Jet's platform, 5 if she hangs tough in the scoring zone. Jet not close enough to make contact yet. No, that's too much of a stretch. Oh! Sent the wrong way there. And Vanda makes a move. She's got a blue ring. See that blue ring? She's in the scoring zone. Now if she can hang in there, she'll pick up 5 points. But no, she's ambitious. She grabs another ring. The Jet's got to make... Oh! She can't quite get close enough. Time up. Jet fails to take Vanda down, but delights the crowd. Vanda ever so happy with that. Down she comes. Oh, look at that. A victory roll. Down she comes. And a fly past. Vanda defends well. See how she brings her legs up, effectively keeping Jet at bay.
Congratulations, Vanda. Great display.
That's the first time I've ever hung on and got 5 points.
Well, you deserve it.
Everybody! Woo!
Well done, Vanda.
Well, Jane, like Vanda, yet to prove herself in this event, having failed to score in either the preliminary or the semi-final.
Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
So it's 60 seconds of hang tough. I get the feeling Jane would settle for 5 points by hanging tough in the scoring zone, but she's a great competitor, gold medalist in judo at the Commonwealth Games, and like all the other events, she'll go for it. Jet targeting Jane, but Jane keeping an eye on her manoeuvres. The rings are 10 feet above the ground, 4 feet apart, and it's 50 feet end to end. Not for the faint-hearted. Jane really not getting to grips. She's just hanging there. Jet makes a move, locks on straight away, takes it down for a crash landing. Jane eats mat. Another one bites the dust. Down she comes, a real textbook landing. After 5 events, Vanda's on 21, Jane on 28. Saracen's the man the guys have to beat, and the audience are singing his favourite song. There's only one Saracen.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
This is Saracen's favourite, undefeated in hang tough. Weininger's mission to get to the other side. A touchdown on Saracen's platform within the 60 seconds means 10 points. The other alternative is to tough it out in the scoring zone for 5. Saracen, he's taken the left turn. Saracen quick to check him. He's having none of that, but he might just be too far away. Weininger's got a blue ring, so he's in the scoring zone. Look how he keeps his legs up. Defending the Saracen, keeping him at bay. 5 points have got to be in the bag. He tries an arm. No, time's going to be up. 5 points. Oh, he's on cloud 9, delighted with that. And there's a cloud of chalk dust.
Congratulations, Weininger. You got your 5 points.
Definitely, I did it where it counted. In the preliminaries, in the semis, he got me both times. But Saracen, I got you this time.
Woo! Well done, you two.
And I wonder if that performance has inspired Kym. He has a better track record, although he didn't score in the preliminaries. He's the only contender in the series so far to have made it to the other side and score a full 10 points.
Ready! 3, 2, 1.
So we have 2 equally determined men on hang tough. Saracen still smarting after that blemish on his 100% track record. Kym looking for a repeat of that fabulous performance, scoring 10 points in his semi. Use another 10 points now. Still quite a ways behind Weininger. Remember, 5 points if he hangs tough in the scoring zone. Kym, a karate instructor, managed 15 chin-ups in our qualies, proving he has the upper body strength. Defending Saracen with the legs then, that seems to be effective. Saracen never taking his eyes off Kym. Kym takes a left turn, misses it. Saracen has problems of his own, finding himself one-handed there, floundering for another ring. What's Kym doing? Taking the long way round. He's coming up on the platform, though. Come on, Kym. Come on! Can he do it again? Oh, time up. Oh, 5 points, though. And look at that, an Olympic somersault. Kym really enjoying himself. Picks up 5 points. Saracens had a good time as well. Smiles all round. And the scores after 5 events. Weininger maintains his lead over Kym, 35-22. Event 6 is duel. The dueling platform's 12 feet tall, 16 inches apart. On top of one stands that hot Gladiator property, Flame, who's set to cross pugil sticks with Vanda.
Ready.
Remember, no dropping the sticks or stepping across to the opponent's platform. That's an instant DQ.
Ready! On guard! 3, 2, 1.
So 10 points for putting the Flame out, or 5 for going the distance, which she has done in the last 2 excursions. Flame 6 foot and 10 stones of burning aggression, 100% record to uphold. Oh, works on the body. Vanda's smiling, which is used to combat, 3rd Dan Aikido. Flame works to the head. Some wild swings there from Flame. Good defense from Vanda. Puts in one herself. Takes a licking, but keeps on sticking. She's gone the distance. Another 5 points.
I'm not nervous when I get up there at all. It's, I don't know, that's my main event, I think. That's the best one. I like violence.
3, 2, 1.
You remember the last time between these two in the semis, they both came off even, and Jane landed that late blow after the whistle. Flame will be out to punish her, but like Vanda, Jane's a fighter at home in combat. Flame giving away 1.5 stones. It's blow for blow. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Jane put a good combination together there. This one will go the distance. Relentless with those roundhouses. Flame defending, 5 points. And again, Jane landed on a blow late after the whistle. This time, Flame steps across to show respect for this worthy contender. They've given us 2 great contests. So both Vanda and Jane pick up 5 points in duel, and after 6 events, Vanda's on 26, Jane on 33.
I want to have a chance to hit Shadow instead of him hitting me, you know? I want to have a chance. I mean, he's good, you know, I give credit where credit is due, and he's definitely good at what he does, obliterating individuals.
It's good to see Weininger can laugh about it. In his last meeting with Shadow, it was all over before he even got started. Shadow thrives on the battle, loves nothing better than drilling those contenders. Another mismatch in body weight, Weininger getting away 9 stones. Shadow breaks a contender's spirit as well as their body, and sometimes he breaks his pugil stick.
Gladiator, ready! On guard!
Oh, Shadow doesn't stand on ceremony, straight down to business, working upstairs and downstairs. A tremendous strike rate for a heavyweight. Weininger giving a much better account of himself this time, making some aggressive moves himself. Shadow puts in a roundhouse. 1, 2, 3. Weininger stays a distance. Not only will it be a miracle, he'll pick up 5 points. How does he stay up there? Are his shoes glued? Oh, look at that. Oh, and you too could look like that. Anyone got a chin opener to get that helmet off? Shadow steps across. Let's face it, it takes a special kind of contender to withstand an onslaught like that. Weininger must be seeing stars and not a lot else as that helmet comes down over his eyes. It's hammer time. Give him a headache, Shadow. Well, while Weininger goes off for the paracetamol, Kym gives a macho look to the camera and tries to stare it out with a shadow. Like gladiators of old, jousting mano a mano. And who'd trade places with Kym now? Not me. So Kym, our ex-Chippendale, looking to go 30 seconds with the Mean Machine, the undefeated heavyweight Shadow. Playing a defensive role as Shadow throws everything at him. Going high, going low. Can't take much more of this. Oh, he's dropped his stick. It's all over. Instant DQ. No points. Shadow shakes his hand. Let's have a look at that replay. You can count 2 awesome roundhouses. The question is, if we look at that again, did Shadow knock the putrid stick out, or did he drop it? Let's look at it in close-up. Looks like he surrendered to me, and who can blame him? He doesn't want to lose all his senses before the Eliminator. They're playing Shadow's tune. It's 40 points to 22.
Well, after those dramatic duels, I think we all need a chance to catch our breath. We'll be back after a short break when you can see the heart-stopping Eliminator in our ultimate challenge in this year's Gladiators!
The tension here is unbelievable. After 6 heats and 2 semi-finals, we've finally reached the climax of this series of Gladiators. I am, of course, talking about the Eliminator, sudden death. This is the final run that will decide our 2 champions. Jane's ahead of Vanda by 7 points. Remember, each point is worth half a second, so those 7 points give Jane a 3.5-second advantage.
Well, Jane, this is the last one. This is the big one, the one you prepared for. How are you feeling?
Nervous, very, very nervous.
Well, you've got a 3.5-second lead over Vanda. You've got to be confident.
I don't really know what to say to that. I'm just going to give it my best shot.
Well, we saw you in the semi-finals. We saw you come back from the dead. I'm sure you won't have to do that again here.
Hope not.
Well, we wish you all the best. Jane!
Vanda, this is the Eliminator, everything you've worked for. Could you give us some insight into your thoughts at this present moment?
It's very stressful standing here waiting for it, but once I'm up there, I shall certainly do my best, and I'm going to win!
Vanda! Well, of course, in order to get the show on the road, I'd like to hand you over to John Sachs.
Thanks, Uli. Welcome to the Eliminator. These 9 obstacles will decide who gets what share of our total £14,000 in prize money. 20 feet up the cargo net, then over and down the slide using your front or back. 9 feet of scramble sheet, then onto one of the most demanding of our obstacles, the hand bike, which the guys use, and the ladies, the overhead ladder. Should a contender fall, it'll cost them 10 seconds. Keep your balance for the rolling beam. 20 feet long there, onto the second cargo net, up to the platform to catch your breath. Grabbing the zip line for a 90-foot descent onto the crash mats. And it's a sharp left, and hopefully with enough energy, a punishing scramble up the awesome Travelator. Make it to the top, grab the rope, make like Tarzan, through the paper burst, and home free as champion of Gladiators 1992. Who will it be? Vanda or Jane?
Jane, you will go on my first whistle. Vanda, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Jane gets a 3.5-second start, and I think she's going to need it. This is Vanda's favourite event. Her times on her last 2 Eliminated runs have been better than some of the men's, her best being 1:15, and she's already caught up Jane on the cargo net. She's first down the slide. Jane's catching as they both go to the overhead ladder, neck and neck. Courage, grit and will, speed, strength and skill. Our finalists showing ample supplies of those requirements. The Eliminator is everything it's cracked up to be. It makes the Krypton factor look like a walk in the park. Neck and neck. Across the rolling beam. This one's going right down to the line. As we say on Gladiators, it ain't over till it's over. This will be a real test as Jane and Vanda attack that cargo net together. Vanda has the edge. She's going to make it to the top first. Onto the platform. Jane still struggling as Vanda grabs her zip line. 90 feet down to the crash mat. And she's still smiling as she rolls into position to take on the Travelator. Jane hot on her heels. Vanda's only going to get one shot at this. They should rename this one the Terminator. It's a real endurance test, a one-way ticket through the pain barrier. Keep going, she's up, she's got the rope. Geronimo! She's through the paper burst. Look, there's Mum and Dad in the audience giving her a victory salute. Jane's still going. There are no losers on Gladiators, just winners and runners-up. And the runner-up gets £2,000. Vanda's our champion as she lifts the trophy.
Well done, Vanda, you deserved it! Our champion!
The audience give her a much-deserved ovation. What a great contender she's been. Tremendous sportsmanship. She gets the trophy, £5,000. We fly to Hollywood, courtesy of Sam Goldwyn Company, for a chance to take part against the legendary American Gladiators.
Vanda, I'm afraid the words are going to have to come from you. When you've caught your breath.
I was so close. I'm so impressed with Jane. She nearly caught me up 3 or 4 times. Suddenly she was nearly with me on the ladder, and then there she was on the cargo net. I'd like to thank everybody for supporting me. Thank you! I'd especially like to say thank you to my mum and dad, David's mum and dad, and to my boyfriend David. Thank you for cheering me on.
Well done, let's hear it for Vanda!
Well, Jane, this might soften the blow a little bit. Here's a cheque for £2,000. Anyone you'd like to thank for supporting you, Jane?
My mum and dad for keep travelling backwards and forwards, and all our friends and everybody else, my judo instructor, and all the other contenders for coming back and supporting us both. Just everybody. And I would like to just say hello to a friend of mine who he broke his neck doing judo, just to say hello to Owen Lowy.
Lovely. Lovely. Thanks very much.
Oh, that's nice. They raised the trophy together. And while they're celebrating, let's relive the final stages of Vanda's victory as she sprints up the notorious Travelator, which has been the downfall of many a contender. She grabs the ropes, bursts through, and becomes champion. Now it's the turn of the men. Weininger is 18 points in the lead. Each point gives him half a second head start, so 18 points means a 9-second advantage.
Well, Kym, you've got 9 seconds to make up. Do you think you can do it?
It's going to be very hard, but some people have caught up bigger time deficits in that, so hopefully I'll be right on his tail.
Are you worried?
Worried but confident at the same time.
Well, Kym, we wish you all the best. Kym!
Weininger, you're on the threshold of what could possibly be the biggest challenge of your life. What's going through your mind?
Well, to be honest with you, confidence. Whatever endeavor I take, whether it be the Gladiators or any aspect of my life, I'm always confident. I always take it with a positive instead of a negative, so I'm very, very confident right now.
Well, I think that's what you have to have.
Kym's fastest time on the Eliminator so far is 1 minute 7 seconds. Weininger 1 minute 1 second. So with a 9-second start time, Kym's got everything to do.
Weininger, you will go on my first whistle. Kym, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
So here it is, the men's final, and not the sort of start that Kym would have hoped for, as Weininger makes the most of his head start and rockets up the cargo net. Weininger covering the slide. There he goes, up the scramble sheet. There's still no sign of Kym. Weininger already 10 foot across. Across the rolling beam, onto the cargo net. Kym slowing down on the handbike there. Weininger finding inspiration and fully exploiting his reserves of energy, focused on the job ahead. £5,000 prize money and the chance to take on the American Gladiators in Hollywood. A man on a mission. The zip line, he comes down onto the crash mats. Kym's only just made it to the platform. Weininger can see him out of the corner of his eye as he approaches his run up to the Travelator, and nothing is going to stop this man. He's up, waves to the family, grabs a rope through the paper burst. Oh, his father proudly applauding him in the audience. Here comes Kym, still enjoying every moment as he makes his way up the Travelator as the runner-up, deserving his £2,000 through the paper burst, and what a terrific sportsman he's been. Weininger is waving, it's his father, he's waving his father down from the auditorium to share the magic moment with him. Father and son enjoying it. Oh, he's not settling for that. Bring the family down. Here comes Mum. Weininger Irwin, our 29-year-old videotape editor from Stoke Newington, born in London but spent some time in the US, hence the accent. A proud family.
Wayne, needless to say, you dropped the second most important thing out of your title there, £5,000. Well done. How do you feel?
I feel great, but even more so. All right, this was a very, very big challenge. And for all the kids, the parents, no matter what in life, always take a positive attitude. It will get you through.
You must be incredibly proud.
I'm very proud of my one and only son. Very, very proud.
And what about Daddy?
Yes, proud of him.
Not only that, I must say, my mom is an inspiration to me. Every morning before she goes to work, she jumps on her fitness bike, and that's inspirational to me, very much so.
She could be a future contender, who knows?
The mother's Gladiators.
Well, Kym, you are runner-up. Most important thing is, have you enjoyed it?
I've enjoyed it very much. It's been a fantastic experience.
And will you come back again?
Definitely.
Kym, here's a cheque for £2,000.
Thank you.
A great sportsman, what a tremendous final. We couldn't have asked for more from all of our contenders, who are now celebrating with family and friends in the audience. Vanda gets a kiss there from her mum and dad.
Vanda and Weininger have proved themselves to be the two ultimate champions. We hope you'll join us again next year when more people will be facing the ultimate challenge of the Gladiators!
The Gladiator!